All right, let's get welding. Let's do it.
Whoa, stop right there. You don't have any of your personal protective equipment on. Go sit down. I'm going to teach everyone here about the importance of safe welding. Welding safety is crucial and dependent upon being aware of the health risks, understanding the importance of equipment, and ensure that everyone is aware of safety precautions before performing a weld. The importance of this speech is the health risks that are involved in welding. So we're going to dive into that. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, is there to inform everyone about safety in that field, enforce safer safety practices, and then training to keep everyone safe when doing these tasks. Ingesting harmful fumes. In a fact sheet published by OSHA titled Controlling Hazardous Fume and Gases During Welding, they state prolonged exposure to welding fume may cause lung damage and various types of cancer, including the larynx, lung, and urinary tract. In an article titled Welding Fume Exposure and Prevalence of Chronic Respiratory Symptoms Among Welders in Micro and Small Scale Enterprise in Akaki Kaliti Subsidy, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, a comparative cross-sectional study. It is discussed with extensive research the risk that welders are exposed to due to long-term exposure. Some symptoms that you may feel from welding is phlegm, cough, fatigue, chest pain, larynx cancer, lung cancer, bronchitis, elevated levels of FeNO, which is fractional exhaled nitric acid or oxide, and inflammation of respiratory tract. Now that we know why we need to wear PPE, we're going to go into what PPE is. I'm going to start off the most basic way. You got two eyes, you got to protect them with some safety glasses. And then you also need to protect your hearing. So you'll be using earplugs because welding is loud and we do not want any debris to fall into our ears. A welding hood. This is a hood. It is an auto darkening hood. You can tell because it has this. You put this hood on like this, just like anything else, on top of the head, tighten down, bring it down. The welding hood is there to protect your eyes from staring at the sun, essentially. And it shields and protects your face when using grinds or any kind of BBs that come up when you're welding. It prevents the UV and IR, which is infrared radiation, from getting into your eyes. Gloves. These are the welding gloves that you'll be using for a stick weld. They're a long collar leather glove. These are just preferred for me or any other stick welder, preferably a long collar to keep them out of your shirt sleeves. But there are also other gloves. TIG gloves are used for more dexterity because there's only a little bit of heat that goes into it. And then MIG gloves, you could also use these, or you could use a shorter collar glove that will protect your wrist and hands. Earplugs, like I had stated earlier, they prevent exposure to loud noises and they intercept debris from entering your ear canal. Safety precautions, what could happen when something goes wrong? The Beirut explosion. In a scholarly article titled Safe Welding, What Can We Learn from the Beirut Explosion by Craig Ellis, Ellis dives into the incident that happened due to careless welding, ammonia nitrate ignited by welding sparks that caused the fire, killing over 200 people in Beirut. Flying debris making contact with the body. In a case report titled Welding/Injury to the Ear, Looking Beyond the Perforation by Mark W. Robertson and Dr. David P. Morris, explain an incident that happened when a spark of molten BB from the weld fell into a welder's ear canal from failure of using earplugs. Safe welding is effective welding because welding safety is crucial and dependent upon being aware of the health risks that you may encounter, the equipment used, and the dangerous situations that one may find themselves in when they're welding. So Chris, if you come back up here, I'll give you some of this PPE before you start your welds. Eye protection, welding hood, leather jacket, protect your skin, and then these gloves. Safe welding is effective welding. Thank you, everyone. Show my audience quick.
Let's go welding.
Woo!
Let's go welding.
Yeah. Give me in the baby.